Yeah, 100,000 miles. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Long time no see. First off, I want to apologize for not uploading more videos lately. There's actually several reasons for that. One is I've been so busy with business, both my swiveling screen mount kits as well as my appliance repair business. So I've been training an employee to do appliance repair work for me and also help me package and ship screen mount kits. So that's one reason. Also just a lot of other stuff happening and a lot of family visits and that kind of thing. So this is a day that I've been looking forward to for some time. My car has tripped over 100,000 miles, and I wanted to give you guys a bit of an update on just how it's been. Now, back in my 90,000 mile update video, I gave a pretty thorough list of the maintenance that I've done to the car, but I'll just briefly run through that here for those that are just new to the channel. So number one, I have replaced the charge port door. It stopped, well, it was swinging open and closed, but I was getting an error on the screen. So under warranty, they replaced it. Now, I gotta tell you, just recently, it now has stopped opening. I don't get an error on the screen, but it has stopped opening. And so I have to go out and flip it open manually and close it manually. It's something that mobile service would take care of. It's about, I think it's about $500 to do. It's not hard to flip it open and closed, and no, it doesn't hurt it. There's a built-in sort of release. You hear this click, click, click. That's not something stripping. That's the system allowing you to swing it open and closed. So it doesn't hurt it, but it's so cold out. It's 14 degrees Fahrenheit right now. I highly doubt that mobile service is going to want to come out and work in this temperature and replace it. It takes some time, so I'll probably wait till summer, have that replaced again. I've replaced the driver's side upper control arm because it was making a creaking sound, super common on Model 3s. I did that work myself. Other than that, the only other things that repairs I've done to the car weren't the car's fault, and I'll explain to you what I mean by that. I have replaced the driver's side rear suspension knuckle, but admittedly my car is lowered 1 inch. I have T-Sportline lowering springs on it. It's lowered 1 inch, and during the summer anyway, I have 20-inch diameter, 10-inch wide wheels, tires out back. So the lowering of it and the wider wheels and tires, that I believe is hard on the suspension knuckle, so I'm going to blame that on me, not on the car. Other than that, I mean, it's been a great car. My current lifetime watt hours per mile is 244. I'm currently at 100,819 miles at this recording, and I have 244 watt hours per mile. I don't know if camera shows that or not. What are my favorite upgrades to the car? My swiveling screen mount kit, shameless plug, link in the description below. I love my carbon fiber dash. That was made by RPM Tesla. They are a retailer for my screen mount kit, so they sent me a carbon fiber dash. This is a steering wheel that carbon and leather steering wheel that I had manufactured for me by overseas manufacturer, and I love the steering wheel. My seats, these are cat skin diamond stitch leather seats, front and rear seats. I love them. I have Max Spider 3D winter floor mats. They are awesome. I have winter tires on the car. These are Pirelli winter tires, the Soto Zero tires, and they are in the factory size, which is, let's see if you can read that there, 235/45 R18 on the stock 18-inch wheels, and love these winter tires. So those are, oh, and I have the windows tinted. Those are all the mods. I do have a tablet mounted here in the center console, and that's why I have my phone. This is a WeatherTech cup phone mount. That's why I have my phone there, is because I have a tablet mounted there. This is my service vehicle, so I do a lot of emailing in that, and so have a tablet mounted there, so now it necessitates putting my phone somewhere else. So those are all the mods that are done to the car. At 100,000 miles, I have to tell you, the car still drives like new. In case you're wondering what my battery capacity is, I have the Scan My Tesla app, and it varies. Sometimes it tells me I have 71.1 kilowatt hours of energy left in the battery. Sometimes it tells me that I have almost 73, like 72.8 kilowatt hours left in the battery. So not sure why it varies, but basically 4%. But even if you want to round high and say 5% battery degradation, whatever, I can tell you that a 100% charge, I show 308 miles of range. My charging habits, I charge on level 2 at home every day. I typically charge, I try not to drive below 20-25% state of charge, and I charge up to 80% daily. Sometimes, like during the winter, I wake up, it's at 80%, and I'll set the charge up to 90% in the winter for two reasons. One, you do lose range in the winter time, and so that's helpful to do for that reason. But number two, it also, setting the charge will warm up the battery pack. So about an hour and a half before I leave for work, so basically right when I get up in the morning, I turn the charge from 80% up to 90. It usually doesn't take it all the way up to 90%, takes it up to 85 to 88%, but it also warms the battery. So when I get in the car, the battery is warm, and the car is more efficient through the day. And eventually the battery gets cold. It's 2:03 in the afternoon. I've been driving since about 8 this morning, and I'm at well, mid 40 percentile in charge, but I've got the snowflake on the screen, so the battery does eventually get cold again. So, but anyway, that's my habit. I also, 30 or 40 minutes before I leave, I turn the climate control on to 80 degrees Fahrenheit and turn the seat heat on to 3 bars. The reason I set it that high, I don't drive with it that high. In fact, the beginning portion of this video, I had the climate control off, just the seat heat on. I just turned it on to warm up the cabin a little bit more here. But I set it for 80 degrees before I leave, because that will warm up everything in the car, all the steering wheel, all the hard surfaces, and it takes the thermal mass of the car and increases the temperature. So when I get into the car and close the door, the air warms up right away. And that also means that I can go without cabin heat for some time. And even though I'm paying to preheat the car to 80 degrees, it through my being plugged in on level 2, it at least doesn't reduce my range. In fact, it increases my range. It warms up the battery, which increases the range, and it reduces how much cabin heat that I need to use while I'm driving. So I get far longer range by preheating the car each day. So that's what I do in the winter. In the summer, I just charge it up to 70 or 80% overnight, and I go through my work day. I typically will see 340 miles of range on a typical day in the summer. I only drive about 120 miles, or excuse me, 160 miles. So basically what that means is I will use about 50% of my charge in my typical 160 mile day. Yeah, 244 watt hours per mile. I think I said that earlier. The car still feels like brand new. Now, this is a 2018. It is VIN number 9,300 and something. So it's a relatively early car. And the fit and finish on my car is good. All of the body lines is great. The paint quality has been fine. Yeah, it's been a wonderful car. I really can't say enough good about this car. I plan on keeping it long term. The only reason I would ever get rid of it is if I get another Tesla. So, and that may indeed happen when I get my Roadster. I have a $100,000 discount through the referral program on a second gen Roadster. When I get my Roadster, I may, if I don't keep it, if I flip it, I may take my $100,000 of equity and step into a maybe a Plaid Model S. But then I would get rid of the Model 3. But otherwise, I can't see myself being without a Tesla. And to give you guys an idea, if you're new to the channel, my experience or my current ownership of cars, we have 5 cars. We have a smart electric drive. That's for my teenage son to drive. We have my wife's daily driver, which is a 2020 Mini Cooper SE electric. We have a Ford C-Max hybrid. That's a service vehicle for the employee I just hired, although he rarely uses it. Long story behind that. So we have that car. Then we have this Model 3, and we have a 2019 BMW M240i all-wheel drive convertible. And this is the best car we own, even including the BMW, which is a supposedly more advanced car. This is a finer car. It's just driving it exudes a certain level of stability and, you know, sure-footedness that is really, it's even better than our BMW. So yeah, the ownership experience, I know I'm not the longest or the largest number of miles on a Model 3. There are several people with close to 150,000 miles on a Model 3. But as far as people posting regularly on YouTube, I'm one of the higher mile cars. So I wanted to chime in and tell you guys what my experiences have been with the car. So it's so darn cold out. I was going to go around the car and show you some things underneath and around the car, but it's so darn cold that you know, I just didn't want to go through that. So I don't have a heated garage to put the car in. So I just wanted to give you guys a verbal update, and when springtime rolls around, I'll probably be at 110,000, and I'll be able to give you guys some undercarriage images and that, so you can see what the underside of the car looks like after these miles. But the car still drives like new. It's very tight feeling. Nothing is sloppy or feels worn really in any way. The car still drives pretty much like brand new, which is quite impressive. So that is my rambling for the day. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments section below. If you have a screen mount kit ordered, we should be fully caught up shipping all orders within the next couple of weeks. And have some cool stuff coming as far as that goes. I'll explain that in future weeks, but there's a link in the description below if you want to order a screen mount kit. And other than that, you know, again, ask me if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to answer whatever questions I can. I use this car every single day for work, and I never get tired of it. I never get tired. I never feel like I have to get out of this car and stretch my legs or whatever. I thoroughly enjoy every minute I'm driving it. So that's it for me for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and no more of this 3 weeks between videos. I will be uploading more regularly coming up here soon. So keep your eye on the channel. If you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I got some cool stuff coming. Have some products to review that I'm really excited about. So thanks for tuning in, and as always, stay charged. Bye-bye, guys.